franktalks.com.
514-800. Here's a question. When a relationship just starts, the sparks are so high, and as time goes, even if you want to be with this person for the rest of your life, why aren't the sparks that high anymore? Ooh, I have a scientific explanation for that one.
No, go for it.
Well, first of all, science tells us that there's something that happens in our brain, very much like taking drugs at the very beginning of a relationship, that spark some chemistry in our brain that disappears after about 18 months. So between 6 and 18 months. So that's why that lust, it's the lust phase of a relationship. It is the phase of the relationship that makes you feel in love, but you're actually in lust. And that does fade away with time. Now, love changes. It doesn't just disappear. It changes. It deepens when it's real love. When it's legitimate and real love. It goes from this very sparky kind of thing, and then eventually it just evens out. It's like a very high peak, and then it comes down and plateaus, evens out, and then every once in a while I can get little sparks, little peaks going along the way. But that's normal.
With that said, there's also that element of the mystery. It's something new. And once the mystery becomes novelty, oh, well, I'm kind of used to it. That thrill may be gone. So that's where some of the sparks came in. Yep. It's something new, a new taste, a new smell, a new flavor, a new way of being together with somebody.
And here's why people get addicted to love. There are people who are called love addicts. They are addicted to the spark. They're addicted to that phase. And when that phase goes away after 6 months, a year, they move on to the next.
With that said, there's also people that they need a little bit of emotional range, ongoing and throughout. So look, some people are very happy to settle into a nice routine, into a relationship that's comfortable. And some people, they just want a surprise once a month. Okay, just out of surprise, we're just going to go out together.
Yeah, but that doesn't talk about that spark. The spark is something else. That lust. I think that's what I'm getting here. That is what you're talking about, is putting effort into a relationship to get some excitement going somewhere, right?
I see the spark as a little bit of excitement where, okay, you may not have that initial sparks and fireworks, but putting in that little bit of effort ongoing, just bringing home one flower, just for no reason, just because, a little love note by the pillow on your way to work. Right. These are little things that also, it helps keep that flame alive.
Yeah,
which I think is important for a lot of people.
That's important for every one of us, actually. And as Pat points out, dopamine has a lot to do with that early crush. That's exactly what is triggered, is dopamine, the feel-good hormone.
One of the worst things, though, is also how people have fantasies about who the person is. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
And then the reality sets in.
Well, then that's a whole other issue, right? More dating dilemmas coming up next here on Passion on CJAD.
You're listening to Passion with Dr. Laurie Betito, the podcast. Hear the show live weeknights 10 to 11 on CJAD 800.
Need help with love, sex, dating and relationships? Visit franktalks.com.
If you need help with your relationships, my buddy Frank, he's got some tips. Just go to franktalks.com. His advice is better than your mom's. He knows what you're going through, Frank has been there too. So log on to franktalks.com. franktalks.com.